Today, I have 34 of the best Wonderkids in FC25 career mode. I have gathered over 3 players for every position for a ton of variety. But before we get into it, these are the best Wonderkids. Obviously, super young and some of the best potential in the game, but some of them are very popular. I am coming out with a hidden gems video which features over 30 hidden gems, so that will cover a lot of underrated and unheard of talents. But regardless, I hope you learned something new, and let's get straight into the video. First up, we're starting with the goalkeepers, and we're first heading over to France for Toulouse goalkeeper Guillaume Restes. He starts off as a 78 rated goalkeeper and has a very nice potential of 88, making him one of the best Wonderkids in the entire game. He starts off as only 19 years old, and with dynamic potential, he could turn into an absolute stud later on. Next up is an English goalkeeper. It is Burnley's James Trafford. He is currently a 76 overall and has a very solid potential of 85. He is 21 years old, but he's still young enough to be a great player in your career mode. And lastly, it is Belgian goalkeeper Mike Penders. He starts off as a 71 overall. He's currently on loan from Chelsea at Genk. However, he is only 18 years old and he has a great potential of 85. And being 6'6", he could blossom into a very nice goalkeeper. So next up, we're moving on to the right backs. And first up, we have an Englishman, Rico Lewis. Playing for Manchester City, he is still one of the best Wonderkids at the fullback position. Starting off as a 78 overall with 85 potential, very solid. He's only 19 years old. He could be a great player in the future. Next up, we have a Portuguese Wonderkid from Porto. It is Martim Fernandes. He's had an incredible season at Porto. He's currently a 76 overall with 86 potential, arguably a better talent than Rico Lewis. He's only 18 years old, and he could definitely blossom into one of the best right backs in the entire world. And last up for the right backs, I decided to highlight Sevilla's Juan Sanchez. He starts off as a 74 overall and has a decent potential of 84. He is 20 years old, a little older than the rest of them, but he is still a very decent talent. Next up, we're moving on to the left backs, and first up we have Ajax's JarredHD. One of my favorite Wonderkids in the entire game. He starts off as a 77 overall with 88 potential. He can blossom into an amazing player. He is only 18 years old and he already starts with some very decent stats, 86 pace as well. He's going to be a great talent for you to pick up. Next up, we have Benfica's Alvaro Caceres. He starts off as a 78 overall left back. He has a potential of 86. He's had an incredible season at Benfica and is very much deserved. He is 21 years old, so he's a little older as well, but he's still very solid. And apart from being a great left back, he also goes up +1 as a left mid, so he's very versatile as well. And next up we have a Englishman. It is Miles Lewis-Skelly, currently a 73 overall left back. He's had an incredible season at Arsenal. He's only 17 years old and has a decent potential of 85. He's also very versatile, going up +1 as a center back and a CDM, as well as being able to play left mid and center mid. Incredibly versatile, and at such a young age, with dynamic potential, who knows how high you can make his rating. Next up, we're moving on to the center backs. I have a total of 5 picked out. And first up, it is Italian center back Giorgio Scalvini. Currently playing for Atalanta, he starts off as a 78 overall and has one of the best potentials in the game as an 88. He's only 20 years old. He could grow into something special. His only downside is that he only has 55 pace, so if you're trying to use him in-game, he might not be as good, but he's definitely a great talent for any simulation. Next up is Spanish center back Dean Huijsen. He starts off as a 78 overall, and at only 19 years old, he has a very nice potential of 87. He just earned himself a big money move to Real Madrid, but he's still at Bournemouth in career mode. Decent pace, decent defending, and at 6'5", he's a great player to pick up. Next up is Manchester United's Lenny Euro. He starts off as a 78 rated center back with 86 potential, very solid, and he's only 18 years old, so he could definitely push past that with dynamic potential. 6'2", 73 pace, decent defending. He's a great player to pick up. Next up is Sporting center back Ousmane Diomande, one of my favorite players to pick up. He starts off as a 79 overall with 86 potential. 20 years of age, 6'2". He's got really good pace and defending, and it's got elite physical upside. One of my favorite players to pick up in career mode. And last up for the center backs, it is Spaniard Christian Mosquera, currently playing for Valencia. He is a 77 overall and can go up 7 ratings to an 84. He's only 20 years old. I know he's had links to Arsenal, but he's a very decent talent to pick up. Great pace, good defending, good physical, all the things you would love to see. And with dynamic potential, he can turn into an absolutely incredible player. So next up, we're moving on to the CDMs. First up, we have Arthur Vermeeren. He starts off as a 77 overall with a 87 potential, very decent. He's only 19 years old. As well as playing CDM, he can also play center mid, so he's a very good pickup for some versatility. Next up is Englishman Archie Gray, currently playing at Tottenham Hotspurs. He starts off as a 75 overall with 87 potential, and at only 18 years old, he can blossom into something special. He didn't have the greatest of seasons because he was forced to play center back a lot, but he is still an incredible wonder kid for FC25. And last up for the CDMs, it is Bayern Munich's Alexander Pavlovic. He starts off as a 78 overall, and he has an incredible potential of 87 along with the rest of them. He had an amazing Club World Cup and is looking like a next star in the making. He is also very versatile. He can play CDM and center mid. I definitely recommend signing him. And next up, we're moving on to the center mids. We're starting off with Frenchman Warren Zaire-Emery, probably one of the most obvious and well-known names on this list. He starts off as an 80 overall with 88 potential. He's only 18 years old, one of the best talents in world football. Definitely recommend signing him. Next up is a Brazilian, Andre Santos. He's had an incredible season out on loan at Strasbourg. He's currently a 78 overall with 87 potential. He can play center mid as well as CDM. He is on loan in the first season, but he's definitely a great season 2 pickup. And last up for the center mids, it is another Spurs player, Lucas Bergvall. He starts off as a 76 overall with 87 potential. The Swede had a very impressive season at Spurs. He's 6'1", and since he's so young, he can blossom into an absolutely incredible player. So next up, we're moving on to the center attacking mids, and we're starting off with Turkishman Arda Güler, definitely one of the best upcoming wonder kids in the entire world. He starts off as a 79 overall, and even though he's had a potential downgrade to 88, it's still absolutely incredible. He's only 19 years old, and under the new manager Xavi Alonso, he looks like he can actually turn into one of the best superstars. But he is also a great signing in career mode. Definitely a great pickup. Next up on the list is Argentinian wonder kid Franco Mastantuono. He currently also just had a move over to Real Madrid. He is only 16 years old and already 75 overall, and he has an amazing potential of 88. Definitely an amazing player to pick up for any long-term save. He becomes absolutely amazing. And last up for the attacking midfielders, we have Argentinian Nico Paz. He starts off as a 76 overall. He's had an incredible season out at Como. He's only 19 years old and has a very solid potential of 86. I know, another player linked with Madrid. And next up, we're moving on to the left mids and left wings. First up, it is Turkishman Yildiz, one of my favorite players to sign in all of career mode. Really like this guy. He is 76 overall, only 19 years old, and he has a great potential of 86. He also goes up 1 rating if you convert him into a left wing. He's just one of my favorite players. Definitely recommend signing him. Next up, another one of my favorite players to sign, Antonio Nusa, currently 76 overall at RB Leipzig. Super young, super high potential. He has 88 potential. He is super fast. He has 89 pace to start off. He also goes up 2 overall when you convert him to a left mid to a left wing. Definitely another one of my favorite players. I love picking him up in career mode. And last up for the left side, I decided to highlight Moroccan Ben Seeger. He's currently a 76 overall, 19 years old, and he has a very solid potential of 86. He also can play as a left wing as he goes up +1 overall. Another very decent talent. Next up, we're moving on to the right side, right mids and right wings, and the first player is Minta. The Gambian is currently a 77 overall, 19 years old, and he has a potential of 85. Very solid. He also goes up 2 overall from a right mid to a right wing. That's why he's one of my favorites. He also has 95 pace to start off, so if you're actually playing, an incredible player to use. Really like him. He's a great signing for the right side. Next up is another player who's had an incredible season. It is Ethan Nweri. He filled in for Saka while he was injured, and he did an absolutely amazing job. 75 overall, only 17 years old, and he has a brilliant potential of 87. And with his age only being 17, dynamic potential could take him to the moon if you know how to use him. And lastly, for the right side, it is another Como player. It is Assane Diallo. He starts off as a 74 overall, only 18 years old, and he has a very nice 87 potential. He also goes up 2 overall when you convert him from a right mid to a right wing. Definitely recommend doing that. Super pacey, very nice pickup. So lastly, we're moving on to the strikers, and I have 5 of them. And of course, we had to start off with Real Madrid's Endrick. One of the best talents in world football, only 17 years old. He definitely looks like he's going to be the next great thing. He starts off as a 77 overall and has a whopping 91 potential, I think the highest on this entire list. But that's no surprise. Really nice pace, really good shooting, good dribbling. He has very good stats for a 77 overall. Obviously, one of the best talents to pick up in FC25. Next up is a Spanishman from Porto, Samu. 78 overall, 87 potential, 20 years of age, very underrated player. He had a brilliant season out at Porto. One of my favorite players to pick up in simulation. He's 6'3". He's a beast up top if you can pick him up. Next up is one of the lowest rated players on the list. It is Olympiakos' Charalampos Kostolas. He is only 70 overall, but he is 17 years old and has a whopping potential of 87. So if you develop him enough, he could turn into a world-class player. Next up is another low overall player. It is Conrad Harder, currently playing for Sporting behind Gökeres. He is a 71 overall, 19 years old, but he does have a very nice potential of 86. If you can move him away from Sporting, he can be a very nice player to grow and develop. And our final player in the entire video, it is Karim Konate. He currently plays for RB Salzburg and is a 73 overall, 20 years old, but he does have 86 potential. He is a pretty pacey striker and a very decent talent to develop over a career mode. But that is it. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you learned something new, make sure to like and subscribe down below. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Help me out. I would really appreciate getting there. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.